What would you do if you found out 2 days to your wedding that you were only the respectable wife in front, and another woman was the real owner of your husband-to-be? Cry. Cancel? Hide. Amanda didn't do any of that. She heard one conversation in a hotel that changed everything. What did she hear? Stay with this story till the end. The real wedding doesn't happen at the reception. It happens at the microphone. Hey, Bestie. You know how life in Africa can be, full of drama, love, and unexpected turns. Today's story is one of those that will make you laugh, think, and maybe even tear up a little. So grab your tea, get comfortable, and let your bestie tell you a story. Don't forget to drop a comment. We'd love to hear what this story meant to you. Amanda balanced a small pack of drugs on the counter and smiled at the worried mother in front of her. Madam, don't worry. Just give him this syrup morning and night, she said gently. You can pay the balance later. The woman looked embarrassed. Amanda, God will bless you. I don't know how to thank you. Just take care of your son, Amanda replied. That one is enough. The woman left, muttering prayers under her breath. Amanda sighed, checked the time, and started arranging the shelves. It was almost closing hour. She was tired, but her heart was light. Helping people was the only part of her day that never felt like a burden. She was reaching for the key to lock the front door when a black car stopped in front of the pharmacy. The engine went off, and a few seconds later, a man stepped out. He was neat, well put together, simple polo and jeans, fresh haircut. He walked in like he knew where he was going. Good evening, he said, giving a small smile. Good evening. We're still open, Amanda replied. He looked around, then back at her. Are you Amanda? Yes, I am. Do you need something? He shook his head slightly. Not medicine. I came to see you. She frowned, confused. Me? He nodded. My name is Ao. I've heard about you. From where? She asked, almost laughing. From people around. That kind pharmacist that will still give you drugs even when your money no complete, he said, copying the way people talked. Amanda pressed her lips together, trying not to smile. People talk too much. In this case, it's good talk, Ao replied. I just wanted to see the person they keep talking about. She shook her head. So you just drove here because of that? He shrugged. I was passing this side. I said let me branch. He bought small things he didn't really need, vitamins, plaster, hand sanitizer, and stayed to gist. His jokes were light. His eyes were calm. He didn't rush the conversation. For the first time in a long while, Amanda found herself laughing freely with a stranger. Before he left, he paused at the door. Can I have your number? He asked. In case I need medical advice. Amanda hesitated for a second, then read it out. He saved it immediately. That night, his first message came in. Ao, hope you got home safely, Dr. Amanda. From that day, the chats did not stop. Calls followed. Then one simple lunch turned into another. Little by little, without drama, Amanda began to feel something she had not felt in years. Maybe this time she had finally met a good man. By the third week, even Amanda's mother knew Ao's ringtone. He called every morning before work. He sent messages during the day to ask if she had eaten. At night, he would say, I just wanted to hear your voice before I sleep. One Saturday, he said, I want to greet your parents properly. Not this phone good evening, sir, all the time. Let me come like a serious person. Amanda's heart did one small dance. Are you sure? She asked. Yes, now. Or you don't want them to know I am planning to steal you. She laughed and agreed. He came on Sunday afternoon with bags in his hands, fruits, drinks, small gifts. Amanda's father raised his eyebrows when he saw the items but said nothing. Her mother, on the other hand, was smiling from ear to ear. Ao, you didn't have to buy all this, she said. It's nothing, Ma, he replied. Amanda has been good to many people. She deserves good things too. He spoke softly, respected everyone, answered questions with sense. By the time they finished eating, Amanda's mother had already started calling him my son. After he left, her father said, That young man is serious. He knows how to talk. Her mother added, Don't spoil this one, oh. Men like this are not plenty. Amanda just smiled and went to her room, her chest full. Ao also knew how to spend. He took her to fine places, ordered the best meals, surprised her with clothes and perfume just because. All this money, Amanda joked one day. Are you sure you are not doing ritual? He laughed. Ritual that they will now write on my forehead? I told you, I'm into real estate and some big deals. Money moves. What kind of real estate exactly? She pressed. Buying land? Building houses? Agency. He waved his hand. Amanda, see, if I start explaining, you will sleep off. Just know I buy and sell property. I have people I work with. She nodded, but something inside did not fully rest. Later, when she told her best friend Ada about him, Ada listened quietly. He's nice, Amanda said. My parents like him. He doesn't let me spend my own money. And what exactly does he do? Ada asked. Real estate, Amanda replied. Big deals. Partners. Amanda, Ada said slowly. Just shine your eyes. Love is sweet, but don't let it block sense. Ask questions well. I've asked, Amanda said. His answers are somehow, but I don't know. He makes me feel safe. Ada sighed. Okay, just don't ignore your mind because your heart is happy. That night, as Amanda lay on her bed reading Ao's goodnight message, she felt a small pinch of worry somewhere deep. She pushed it aside and held on to the sweetness instead. The small pinch of worry did not stop the speed of things. In a few months, Ao had met pastors, uncles, aunties. He came with respect, showed up for family events, never came empty-handed. One evening, in front of close friends and Amanda's family, he went on one knee with a ring. Amanda, marry me, he said, voice steady. Let's build a life together. Her eyes filled. The doubts in her chest went quiet. She said yes. After that night, wedding talk started fully. Hall, clothes, food, everything. From the beginning, Ao took over. Your parents will not stress, he told Amanda. I will handle it. Let them just come and enjoy. He paid for the hall, decorator, food, drinks, photography. When Amanda's father tried to bring out money, Ao almost got offended. Daddy, please, he said. Let me do this one. I've planned for it. Amanda deserves the best. It sounded sweet. It also sounded like control, but everyone around clapped for him. People called Amanda lucky. Even Ada, who still watched him with small suspicion, could not deny he was doing plenty. 2 days to the wedding, Ao called Amanda. Babe, I'm checking into one hotel on the island, he said. I need to settle some vendors and rest small. House is too noisy. Amanda laughed. So you want to run away from your own wedding stress? He chuckled. Something like that. Don't worry, everything is under control. That night, Amanda looked at the small box on her table. Inside were gold cufflinks with their initials. A&A, one for Ao, one for the man she thought he was. She had been saving for weeks. It was not big money compared to what he was spending, but it was from her heart. I'll surprise him, she told Ada. Are you sure? Ada asked. You didn't tell him you're coming? That's why it's called surprise, Amanda replied, smiling. She took a ride to the hotel. At the reception, she mentioned his name. The staff pointed her upstairs. Room 609, they said. Amanda walked down the hallway, holding the box. Her heart was full, but her steps were calm. Halfway there, she heard his voice. Ao. It was coming from room 607, not 609. She slowed down. She looked so decent. Nobody will ever suspect, Ao was saying. Another voice answered, female, older, smooth. Amanda knew that voice from town gossip. Mama Beezy. You picked well, Mama Beezy said. Clean girl. Good family. Perfect cover. Ao laughed. That's the plan now. Once I marry her, talk will die. Everybody will see me as responsible. You and I can live free. You are still my best investment, Mama Beezy replied. Don't spoil it. Amanda stood by the half-closed door, the cufflink box in her hand. Don't worry, Ao said. By weekend, I'll be a married man. Our secret is safe. Something inside Amanda went cold, then clear. She did not push the door. She did not shout. She turned, walked back the way she came, the box still in her hand. The bride in Lagos, who everybody called lucky, had just heard the real story. Her heart was broken, but her eyes were finally open. Amanda did not remember how she got home that night. She dropped the cufflink box on her table and sat on the edge of her bed. No tears came at first. Just silence. Her phone kept lighting up with Ao's messages. Babe, I've settled the decorator. Hope you're not too stressed. I love you. She stared at the screen until the words started to look like lies written in capital letters. Then she put the phone face down and finally cried. Not small tears, deep ones that came from her chest. By morning, her eyes were swollen, but her voice was steady. Ada, can we meet? She said over the phone. They met at a small place not far from Amanda's house. 2 plastic chairs. Cold malt on the table. Ada took one look at her face and dropped her drink. What happened? She asked. Amanda told her everything. The hotel. The room. Ao's voice. Mama Beezy's words. The cover. The investment. Ada's mouth stayed open for a few seconds. Then she slapped the table. No, no, no. Amanda, you're not doing this wedding again. We must cancel everything. We must go there now and scatter it. We will call your parents, call his parents, call pastor. Ada, calm down, Amanda said quietly. Calm down, Kuh. Ada almost shouted. They are using you. Do you know what it means to call you cover? To plan your life like project. Amanda looked straight at her. I know. So what are we doing? Ada asked. We are canceling, ABI. Amanda shook her head slowly. No. The wedding will hold. Ada stared at her like she had lost her mind. What did you say? I said the wedding will hold, Amanda repeated. He will stand in front of everybody. His parents. My parents. Friends. Church members. And then they will hear the truth. Ada blinked. You want to disgrace him? I want to expose him, Amanda said. Not just him. Her too. Let them carry their shame themselves. I won't help them hide it. There was a long pause. Then Ada's lips curved slowly. What do you need me to do? That afternoon, Amanda called the wedding planner. Please, she said, voice polite. I need a special seat in front. Very close to the aisle. Label it Special Guest MB. For who? The planner asked. Your aunt. Someone important, Amanda answered. Just make sure it's in clear view of the altar. When she ended the call, she opened her notes app and started typing. No stories. No long speech. Just clear lines. Straight to the point. She read the words over and over, memorizing them. At home, her mother was moving up and down, singing and thanking God for this kind of son-in-law. Her father talked about cows and guests. Amanda smiled when they looked at her. She helped with small things. She nodded when they asked questions. But inside, she was no longer the excited bride. She was a woman with a plan. The day came faster than Amanda expected. By 5 a.m., her mother was already knocking on her door. Bride, wake up, oh, she said, voice full of joy. Today is your day. Amanda sat up slowly. For a moment, she just stared at her wedding dress hanging on the wall. White, neat, perfect. It looked like it belonged to another girl, a girl who still believed in AO. She stood, bathed, and sat quietly as the makeup artist set up. You're a very calm bride, the woman said, brushing powder on her face. Most people are shouting up and down by now. Amanda smiled lightly. Maybe my own shouting is inside. Soon her room was full. Aunties, cousins, neighbors. Everybody came with one line. You're blessed, oh. AO is a good man, hold him well. This kind of man, don't use small mistake and chase him away. Someone joked. Make sure you protect this husband, Lagos girls no day smile. They laughed. Amanda smiled on cue. Inside, her mind stayed steady. She repeated her speech in her head, line by line, like someone going over exam answers. Her mother adjusted her veil and stepped back. Amanda, look at you, she said softly. My baby is now somebody's wife. Amanda swallowed. Yes, Ma, she replied. When it was time to move, the compound was already busy. Cars lined up, people singing, children running around. She entered the white car arranged for her, Ada beside her as chief bridesmaid. Ada squeezed her hand. Are you okay? I'm fine, Amanda said. Last chance, Ada whispered. We can still run away. Amanda shook her head. No, I'm not the one that should run. The church was full when they arrived. Phones came out immediately. People shouted, she's here. The choir changed the song. From the car, Amanda saw AO standing at the front in his agbada, smiling like life was perfect. Her chest tightened for 1 second, then relaxed again. As she walked down the aisle, she saw the seat she had requested. Special guest MB. And there she was, Mama Beezy. Gold lace, loud jewelry, red lips, sitting in front like a queen. People greeted her with respect. They didn't know. Amanda kept walking, eyes straight. One step, then another. At the altar, she stood beside AO. He leaned close and whispered, You look like a dream. She replied calmly, You too. The pastor took the microphone. Dearly beloved, he began, smiling. We are gathered here today to join this man and this woman in holy matrimony. The program moved on, prayers, hymns, Bible readings. Amanda answered when she needed to, sat when they told her, stood when they called her. But inside, she was not waiting for the cake or the rings or the kiss. She was waiting for her moment. And it was getting close. The pastor wiped his forehead, smiled at the crowd, then faced them again. Now, he said, we have come to the most important part. The vows. A small murmur went through the church. The choir hummed softly in the background. Ao shifted beside Amanda, still smiling. The pastor turned to him first. Ao, he said, do you take Amanda to be your lawfully wedded wife, to love and to cherish, in plenty and in lack, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live? Ao looked straight at Amanda. His eyes were warm, his voice loud. I do, he said. There were small claps. Some aunties dabbed their eyes. Amanda felt something twist inside her, but her face stayed calm. The pastor turned to her. Amanda, do you? Sir, please, she said quietly, lifting her hand. Before I answer, I want to say something. The pastor paused, surprised. The church went quiet. Ao's smile faded a little. Babe, later now, he whispered. Let's finish this first. Amanda did not look at him. It will be short, she said to the pastor. Please let me speak. After a moment, he nodded and handed her the microphone. She held it with both hands. For a few seconds, she said nothing. She just looked around the church, her parents, her sisters, Ada, relatives, church members, and then the front row. Her eyes met Mama Beesie's. Amanda, her mother called softly. Is everything okay? Amanda took a deep breath. Thank you all for coming, she began. I know you came to celebrate love today. You came to rejoice with me and Ao. But I cannot stand here and pretend. The room tightened. 2 nights ago, she continued, I went to the hotel where Ao was staying. I wanted to surprise him with a gift. They told me his room number, but before I got there, I heard his voice. She swallowed. I heard him in another room, with Mama Beesie. Heads turned to the front row. Some people gasped. I heard him telling her that I am his clean cover, Amanda said, voice still steady. That once he marries me, people will stop talking. I heard her call him her best investment. They planned this wedding as a project. I was the project. Whispers exploded. Ao stepped closer, panic in his eyes. Amanda, what are you saying? Give me the mic. She moved slightly away. Don't worry, she said. If you like, deny it. I have the recording on my phone. A louder noise spread through the hall. Jesus. Ah, it's a lie. Amanda raised her hand and pointed to the front row. That is the woman he truly answers to, she said. That is the person that paid for his image, his lifestyle. I was just the decent face they needed. All eyes landed on Mama Beesie. Her smile was gone. Her jaw was tight. Amanda, stop this, Ao hissed. You're embarrassing yourself. No, Amanda replied, turning back to him. I am freeing myself. She reached into her small purse, brought out the ring box, opened it, and looked at the ring for a last second. Then she closed it and dropped it gently at Ao's feet. You can return it to the person who paid for it, she said. The church erupted. Some people stood. Phones were up. The pastor stepped back, shocked. Ao just stared, frozen. Amanda handed the microphone back to the pastor, turned, and walked down the aisle alone. Her head was high. Her veil trailed behind her. The wedding did not end the way anyone planned. But it did not end in her shame. The noise from the church was still in Amanda's ears when she reached home. There were no drums, no dancing, no congratulations. Just silence. Her wedding gown was still on her body when she stepped into the sitting room. Her veil was half off, her earrings gone. Her mother sat on the sofa, wrapper loose, eyes red. Her father stood by the window, hands behind his back, jaw tight. Amanda, her mother whispered, what did you do? Amanda dropped her small purse on the chair and slowly removed her shoes. I told the truth, she said. Her father turned. You spoiled your wedding in front of everybody, he snapped. Pastor, elders, family, strangers. You disgraced us. Amanda raised her eyes to him. No, Daddy. I did not spoil anything. Ao and that woman spoiled it. I only refused to cover it. You should have come to us first, her mother said, voice shaking. We would have handled it inside. Now it is everywhere. They have started talking in the village. People are posting status. Facebook is hot. Let them talk, Amanda replied quietly. It is not my shame. Her father stared at her for a long time, then looked away. Go and remove that dress, he said. Rest. We will talk later. By evening, the house was full. Aunties, uncles, cousins. Some spoke loudly, some whispered in corners. A few looked at Amanda with pity, others with anger they didn't say out. Her cousin Uche pulled her aside. Your video donde everywhere, he said. Status, Instagram, blogs. Some people say you're brave. Others say you don disgrace womanhood finish. Amanda felt her chest squeeze, but she kept her voice even. Anybody can talk. They were not the ones being used. The next day at the pharmacy, everything felt strange. Customers stared longer than usual. One woman smiled at her and said quietly, "God will bless you for what you did." Another just shook her head and hissed. During a quiet moment, a delivery man walked in holding a white envelope. "Good afternoon. Are you Amanda?" he asked. "Yes," she replied. "This is for you." "No sender." He dropped it and left. Her name was written on top in clean black ink. At the back, there was a tiny drawing of an eye inside a circle. Amanda frowned and opened it. Inside was a small cream card. No logo, no address. Just one short message. "You started something. Now finish it. Join us. We are watching." She read it twice, then a third time. Who was watching? And what exactly had she started? Amanda stared at the card on her table all evening. By night, she couldn't hold it in anymore. She called Ada. "Ada, please come," she said. "I need you to see something." Ada arrived with slippers on her feet and worry on her face. "How are you holding up?" she asked, hugging her. "I'm fine," Amanda replied. "Just confused." She handed her the envelope. Ada read the message slowly. "You started something. Now finish it. Join us. We are watching." She flipped the card. "And what is this eye inside circle again?" "Secret cult." "I don't know," Amanda said. "That's why I called you." Ada brought out her phone. "Let's check." They sat side by side on the bed, scrolling. It didn't take long before Ada found something. "See," she said, turning the screen to Amanda. It was an article talking about a quiet women's network called the Second Circle. Not a normal NGO, not a loud movement, just a connected group of women across Nigeria who helped other women expose truth, get legal help, and stay safe after betrayal, abuse, and setups. "Their symbol," Ada said, zooming in, "is this same eye inside circle." Amanda felt a chill. "So they sent this?" "It looks like it," Ada replied. "And they wrote 'Join us.'" Days later, another envelope came. This time, no long message, just a simple line and a phone number. "If you're ready to turn truth into help for others, call." Amanda stared at it that night, her phone in her hand. Ada sat beside her. "What if it's a scam?" Amanda asked. "What if it's not?" Ada replied. "Call. If they sound funny, cut it." Amanda dialed. A calm female voice answered. "Amanda," she said, like they already knew each other. "Welcome." They invited her to a small private house in Lagos. Ada insisted on following and waited outside in the car while Amanda went in. Inside, Amanda met about 5 women. Different ages, simple clothes. One introduced herself as Chioma, a lawyer. Another was a journalist. Others shared short parts of their own stories. Husbands that hid children, bosses that punished them for speaking, in-laws that tried to bury their names. "We're not here to make you a celebrity," Chioma said. "We're here to give you protection, knowledge, and backing. You've already started something. Let's help you stand well." With their guidance, Amanda opened an Instagram and Facebook page. She called it The Wedding March Nigeria. Not for wedding pictures, but for real stories. Women who almost married lies, women who walked away, women who stayed and later broke free. In 1 week, the page started to grow. Comments poured in. Some women wrote with their full names. Many sent anonymous messages, begging her to share their stories without their faces. "Thank you for speaking," one wrote. "I thought I was mad until I saw your video." Another said, "I am still inside my own fake marriage. Your courage is giving me small strength." Amanda read every message, her heart heavy and full at the same time. She realized her own story was not just about her anymore. She was now holding a microphone for many. The growth was fast. In 2 weeks, The Wedding March Nigeria passed 10,000 followers. Blogs picked some of the stories. People started using the hashtag under their own posts. Some men insulted her in the comments. Many women defended her. Amanda tried to keep her heart calm. Whenever the pressure was too much, she called Ada or went to see Chioma. One evening, as she closed the pharmacy, Ada rushed in, phone in hand. "Amanda, breathe first," Ada said. "But you need to see this." It was Ao's page. He had posted one of their old pre-wedding pictures. In the caption, he wrote a long message. "I kept quiet to protect her. But since she chose social media, let everybody know she is not innocent. Ask her who she was meeting before our wedding. Ask her about her ex. I have proof, but I have been covering her." Comments were already flying. "Ehen, so she too is not clean. Men are suffering. Let him talk his own side." Amanda's hands shook a little as she scrolled. "He's trying to make me the problem," she said quietly. "That's what men like this do," Ada replied. "Twist it. Make you look like the crazy one. That night, Amanda met with Chioma and two other women from the second circle. This is not new, Chioma said, looking at the post. When you call out betrayal, the person will try to drag you into the mud to look the same. What if people believe him? Amanda asked. I truly saw my ex before the wedding. He came to my pharmacy. What if AO has one picture or video? Did you sleep with him? Chioma asked. No. Did you hide to meet him? No. He came in the afternoon. People were there. He bought drugs for his mother. We talked small and he left. Chioma nodded. Then we will say it exactly like that. No fear. Lies only grow in silence. The next day, Amanda sat on her bed, no makeup, plain t-shirt. Ada held the phone. They went live and also recorded. Amanda looked straight into the camera. Yes, I saw my ex some days before the wedding, she said. He came to the pharmacy to buy medicine for his mother. We talked for a few minutes. That is all. No secret meetings. No relationship. She took a slow breath. But even if I had a past, would it cancel what AO and Mama Beezy did? Would it change the fact that they planned to use me as cover? This is not about me being perfect. It is about a man and a woman using marriage to hide their own secret. She ended the video there. By morning, her reply had spread more than AO's post. Many people commented. She talked with sense. Even if she had ex, is she the first? He just wants to shift focus. It won't work. AO tried to post one blurry screenshot of Amanda standing at the pharmacy door with a man, but it was weak. No real proof. People laughed in the comments. Soon after, he deleted everything and went quiet. 2 weeks later, Amanda received a formal email. A big women's conference in Lagos wanted her to speak about her story, shame, and truth. She read it twice, then slowly smiled. This time, when she held a microphone, it would not be at a broken wedding. It would be in a room full of women who needed to remember they still had a voice. The conference hall was full, but Amanda's heart was calm. She stood on stage in a simple green gown, no heavy makeup, no drama. She told her story from the beginning. How she met AO, how she ignored small signs, how she heard the hotel conversation, how she chose the microphone over silence. I did not speak because I am strong, she said at the end. I spoke because I was tired of pain. If I can stand after that day, you can stand too. When she finished, the clapping was long. Some women were crying. Some were nodding. Many came to hug her after, sharing quick pieces of their own hurt. By the time she returned to Lagos and resumed at the pharmacy, something had shifted. Her table was the same. The shelves were the same. The routine was the same. But the way people looked at her was different. Some former critics could no longer hold her eyes. They would enter, greet her gently, buy what they needed, and leave fast. Others came with quiet respect. One afternoon, a slim teenage girl walked in and stood by the counter shy. Amanda, she asked. Yes, dear. Do you need something? The girl shook her head. I just wanted to say thank you. For what? Amanda asked. For showing me that if somebody lies to me or uses me, I don't have to die there. I can still stand. Amanda's throat tightened. What's your name? Chisholm, the girl replied. Amanda smiled and squeezed her hand. Chisholm, always remember, your voice is not small. Don't let anybody collect it from you. Later that week, Amanda stopped by the church where the wedding almost held. The hall was empty. Chairs were arranged. The altar was silent. She walked down the aisle slowly and stopped at the spot where she had once stood in her gown with the microphone shaking in her hand. This time she just whispered, thank you, to herself. Thank you for not pretending. Thank you for walking away. That evening, she sat outside her house with Ada. They shared cold drinks and watched children chase themselves on the street. So, Madam Wedding March, Ada teased. What is next? Amanda laughed. Next is peace. I want to rest. I want to live. Love can come later, but this time, I will not close my eyes because of any fine smile. Ada raised her bottle. To peace. Amanda raised hers. To turning shame into strength. She kept posting stories on the Wedding March Nigeria, answering messages, guiding women to lawyers, and help through the second circle. She was no longer a bride waiting for a lie at the altar. She was a quiet, firm voice in Lagos. One woman standing, so that many others could find the courage to stand too. Wow, Bestie, that one touched deep, didn't it? Life really has a funny way of teaching us lessons through people we least expect. If you felt this story like I did, drop it in the comments. And don't forget, your bestie's got more stories coming your way, so hit subscribe and stay close. Till next time, stay kind, stay real, and stay my bestie. Because you know your bestie never runs out of stories.